Wasn't pretty. It wasn't a very good game. Didn't play very well, but yeah, need to shoot the ball very well today. Need to rebound the ball and get those second chance points.
Trey Johnson jumps it up for Trinity Christian. Torrance Johnson for Purdue Northwest. It's tossed and tipped, and we're rolling here in Westville with the opening toss controlled by the controls of Trinity Christian. Purdue Northwest comes out in straight man-to-man, as you would expect in the home white uniforms, trimmed with black and gold. Trinity Christian in the blue with white. For the basketball is Miles Bergens. Bergens out of the key. Swings it right side to the left. Balshunas. Losses Balshunas hits the triple, and it's a 3-0 lead for Trinity Christian. 25 seconds into the half.
That was a good look there. He saw Balshunas there behind the arc, and to shoot it up and nail it.
Tyree Coe with the basketball for Purdue Northwest. Goes to Mike Williams. Mike with the baseline drive. Can't finish. Rebound on the weak side. Picked out of there by Trey Johnson of Trinity Christian. Trolls up 3-0. Nearly 1 minute into the first half of play. Here's Balshunas. Swings it right side now to Jonkman. Inside to Jordan Perry. His reverse layup is good. Perry puts points on the board. Lead up to 5-0 advantage Trinity Christian early in this one.
Not a good start for the Pride, but still way too early in this game.
Williams with a baseline drive. Finds Cyril. Foul line right. Lob inside for Torrance. The big fella muscles it up, but he traveled with it. You know, last time we saw Purdue Northwest here at Westville, it seemed as if the Pride was a little bit slow starting, but in Hammond, the last 2 times that we've seen them, including the victory against St. X a couple of weeks back, their energy right off the start was something to really be reckoned with, and that really spark-plugged the victory.
Yeah, it sure did. That's what happens. They led all the way through and never looked back.
Jordan Perry with a baseline drive, ripped away from him by Cyril Lewis, and here come the Pride on the bush. Pride down 5-0, as you can tell. 18:25 to go here in the first half. Here's the 3 ball out of the left corner, no good there by Chandler Spring. Rebound on the weak side by Jordan Perry, pushed up ahead to Balshunas. The alley-oop for Johnson is no good. Johnson went high above the iron right there, David Bork. Couldn't finish.
Yeah, he got a little too high there. He was trying to catch the ball, but he wasn't there right in time. He wasn't able to catch it in time to finish the oop.
Pride working with it. Here's Tyree, right elbow. Finds Torrance. Left corner to Mike. Wide open triple try. No good. Again on the weak side, it's Perry with the board. Balshunas on the push. Up ahead now to Bergens. Miles Bergens puts it back out. Now Bergens takes it to the free throw line. Loses the handle. Gets his own miss. Fouls it up and finishes.
Trolls are working pretty fast here. Their offense is a little high-paced and fast-paced here early on.
Yeah, this Trinity Christian club, led by Jordan Perry at 20 points per contest. Balshunas averages 13 points. Caleb Jonkman 13, and Miles Bergens with 12. Very balanced scoring club. And you look at their record and you say to yourself, well, this club is only 11-16 overall, 6-13 in the conference, but this is a trap game right here for Purdue Northwest.
Just like it was the last game, these 2 times, Matt, it's should be able to pick up the victory, but they beat us.
Yeah, 72-45. There's Chandler, right corner. 3 ball on the way from Cyril is no good. Another board on the weak side by Miles Bergens of Trinity Christian. Trolls looking to roll. Bergens, jump pass. Perry, step back, triple try, no good. Tyree with the basketball for Purdue Northwest. Coe and company on the push, down 7-0. Here's Mike Williams off the spin move. Loses it out of bounds. The turnover gets it back to Trinity Christian. Nice tempo to this ball game early on. 7-0 Trinity Christian off to a nice start over Purdue Northwest. Jonkman leaves it right side to Balshunas. His step back 3 is short. Tyree with a long board in the push. No numbers yet. Coe takes it, puts the brakes on, finds Chandler right side. And we've got a foul coming up against Wasis Balshunas. The junior out of Downers Grove with his first, team number 1. Check that, team number 2. And the Pride get it back.
Pride need a basket here. They haven't scored all game, and we're about 3.5 minutes to go in this game.
Tyree fires the 3. That's no good. Tries to follow up his own miss. Balshunas with the push. Up ahead now to Perry. Perry to the bucket. No good. Tapped and battled underneath. It's Mike Williams for Purdue Northwest. Deron Ivory set to check in for the Pride. Next dead ball. Got to get Torrance Johnson involved here. He hasn't had a touch except for once down early on in this first part of the ball game. There's Chandler Spring for Purdue Northwest with 7 to shoot. Chandler off the hop, stop, fall away Jay, and he cans it. So the Pride put points on the board. 16 minutes to go in the half. There's their first bucket of the afternoon. Balshunas looking inside for his intended target, Trey Johnson. Turnover number 2 on the afternoon for Trinity Christian. Deron Ivory in for the Pride. Christian Cantu in for Trinity Christian. Cantu is the 5'9" junior out of Corpus Christi, Texas. So he sees his first time of the night. Here's Ivory. Been injured much of the season. Had a couple of big buckets this past weekend. Ivory now to Cyril. Line drive Jay, short.
It was a good look there by Lewis, though.
Yep, just got to hit it. Here's Cantu on the push for Trinity Christian. Up 5. Now a steal by Chandler. Spring to the bucket. He lays it up and in. Points off the turnover quickly for Purdue Northwest, and a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Matt Bush. And the Pride down 3, 7-4. We'll take a break. No, we're not. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, Pride getting right back into this game after they trailed early as the Trolls took the early advantage. But the Pride are not giving up. It's still way too early in this game to start jumping to conclusions, but they're right back into this with a couple of back-to-back baskets by Chandler Spring.
After the 30-second timeout, Pride get it back, 7-4. They trail here with 15-16 to go. Early on in this one for Purdue Northwest, only shooting 2 of 8. David Bork from the floor for 25%, so a tough start for the Pride.
Yeah, that's not a good start. Yeah, you can't start the ball shooting 25% from the field, but still way too early to. They could still improve that vastly over the course of the game. So,
Coach Matt Bush not here tonight. His son Matty Bush running the club tonight. Matt Bush under the weather. So his trusty assistant and his son Matty Bush takes over here for the evening. Here's Cantu in the front court. Off the standing dribble on top. Here's Jockman. Jockman off the curl cut to the cup. Can't get it to drop. Rebound by TJ of Purdue Northwest. On up ahead to Deron Ivory. Pride down 3. Lewis in the corner on top. Now to Tyree. Tyree turns the corner. He'll take it to the bucket. Shut off defensively. Nice job right there by Trinity Christian and Jordan Perry. Near steal, and it's picked out of there and taken to the bucket by Bergens. I think Cyril Lewis for a second thought it was going to be a backcourt violation and just tried to let it go, but he just got out hustled right there by Bergens, and Bergens gets it. But an offensive foul and a break right there, David Bork for Purdue Northwest.
Yeah, that's indeed a break, but that was a nice job by Ivory, able to be right there. He saw Trinity Christian coming at him full speed ahead, decided to place his feet, and he took the charge.
Team 3 here in the half for Trinity Christian. Pride have it with 14:29 to go in the first half, down 3. Ivory down the lane, bounce pass inside, finds Cyril. He can't get it to go from point-blank range. Torrance loses the handle, and it's Perry on the possession for Trinity Christian. Lob up ahead, looking there for Ben Brinks, who's checked in, but he saves it into the hands, and a fresh opportunity for Trinity Christian.
Nice job by the Trolls there. It's a little off-balance throw, but able to keep it in bounds.
There's Cantu. Near steal, now ripped away from behind by Chandler Spring, and Chandler loses the handle. Didn't put both hands on the basketball.
No, he should have had both hands on the ball going all the way up.
Jonkman goes left side to Perry. His reverse layup is good.
Coach Matty Bush, yeah, just frustrated there with Chandler. He told him, as we were just saying, with 2 hands.
Now Chandler again on the runner in the lane, no good. Brinks with the board. One and done that trip for Purdue Northwest. Pushed up ahead to Perry. His shot at the other end is good. Trinity Christian just getting up and down the floor.
Yeah, they're going up fast, and they're doing it really fast, and they're being really effective with it. Going up and down at will, and not looking back.
There's Deron. His shot in the lane is no good. He draws the contact, and Deron Ivory to the stripe to shoot a pair. So we've got a timeout on the floor with 13:17 to go in the first half. It's Trinity Christian 11, Purdue Northwest 4. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball from the Pride Sports Network. $13:17 to go in the first half. Trinity Christian on top over Purdue Northwest 11-4. And David Bork, when you look at the stats, Purdue Northwest 2 of 11 for an abysmal 18% from the floor.
Yeah, that's not very good. It's like it's only shooting 18%. That's not very good. That's not going to win you any ball games. Unless the other team's worse, but that's a very long shot. But it's not a good start here for the Pride.
Trinity Christian at 5 of 10 for 50%. And after the timeout, Deron Ivory to the stripe. The senior by way of South Bend shoots 2 for Purdue Northwest.
The score update, Holy Cross leads Cal College 46-23 at half.
So Holy Cross off to a big start, doubling up on Calumet College as Deron hits number 1. He gets another.
So in case you missed it, as we talked, Cal College, Purdue Northwest, and St. Francis all tied for that top spot in the South Division.
Second shot, no good. Brinks with the board for Trinity Christian. Trolls have it. Up 6. Zach Ostos checked in, wearing number 35 for Trinity Christian. Ripped away underneath by Purdue Northwest. Here's Duran and the boys on the push. Duran takes it. Now finds Mike. Back on top to Ivory. Looking inside. Torrance Johnson really not into the flow of the game offensively at all as Lucas Vilkovsky checks in at the timeout, wearing number 11 for Purdue Northwest. Looking inside for Torrance. They throw it out of bounds. A turnover, number 4 by the Pride here in the first half with 12:42 to go in the half.
A little sloppy there, ball going out of bounds, not able to. Coach Matty Bush not liking the call, as he said it was last touched by the Trolls.
Well, you can see what Trinity Christian's trying to do right here. They're trying to front Johnson on the inside. Here's Austell. Swings it right side, Balshunas. He'll pull it back out and reset things for Coach Ben Nichols, as we said, now in his 5th season. The lefty, Balshunas, buries the bomb ahead of the key. Ups it to a 9-point advantage, 12:15 to go here in the first half.
Should have had a good look there.
Yep, wide open. Mike Williams now for Purdue Northwest finds Duran. Lob it inside, ripped away from him by Ben Brinks. Another turnover pushed up ahead. Here's Aaron Johnson on the stop and pop, and he buries it. I'll tell you what, folks, Trinity Christian coming out like a ball of fire here in the first half with a 12-point lead, and they have just punched Purdue Northwest in the mouth, and the Pride just have not been able to answer.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's like Trinity Christian has just been firing on all cylinders behind the arc and shooting the ball and getting those key turnovers as they need them.
Duran off the move in the lane, no good. Contact, no call. Balshunas on the push for Trinity Christian. He loses the handle. But Johnson comes out of there with it. He hits back-to-back threes, and Matt Bush needs to put the brakes on in a hurry for Purdue Northwest. Timeout on the floor with 11:25 to go in the half. It's a 15-point Trinity Christian lead. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball on the Pride Sports Network. After the timeout by Purdue Northwest, Trinity Christian on top, 20-5. And I'll tell you what, David, since the last timeout, you look at the shooting numbers for Trinity Christian, they continue to go up to 57%. Purdue Northwest drops to 16.7.
Yeah,
not a good start.
Yeah, it's not a very good start. And then from the three-point line, Trinity Christian shooting 66.67%, 4 of 6. It's really impressive here early on.
After the timeout, Pride basketball down 15 as we come up on the 11-minute mark here in the half. With 9 to shoot, Spring follows up his own miss, no good. Ben Brinks with the board, and he traveled with it. So the 6th miscue here in the half for Trinity Christian gives it back to Purdue Northwest.
See if the Pride can take advantage of the miscue there.
Now what do we got? So they're going to reverse the call. I think we'll try to find out what happened there, but it's going to go back to Trinity Christian. Okay, they're going to say it was an inadvertent whistle. Referee called the travel, blew the whistle before the ball was even loose, he's saying, or while the ball was loose, rather. And Trinity Christian had possession, so they're going to give it back to Trinity Christian. So another bad break for Purdue Northwest.
Eddie Bush not liking that call very much.
What he's saying is, the official's saying, look, I blew the whistle while the ball was loose and took the possession away from Trinity Christian off the miss, so we're going to give it back to the Trolls. Trolls have it, up big here in the first half. Here's Balshunas, goes right side now to Johnson. Johnson with another 3 try, no good. Rebound by Brinks and a fresh crack at it for the Trolls. Allstel now goes there to Balshunas. We'll take the screen there from Brinks. The stop and pop just inside the arc is too strong. Jai Wright, sky high for the board for Purdue Northwest. Up ahead to Cyril. Probably need to get back in this one in a hurry. Here's Jai to Chandler. He'll elevate for 3. Rattles it in and out. Brinks covers it up once again for Trinity Christian. The shooting woes continue. 5 points, David Bork, and we are almost halfway through the first half.
Yeah, they'll probably need to step up better on defense.
Now they're going to call a 10-second violation. That was a quick 10, but we'll take it. Turnover number 7 here in the half for Trinity Christian. A couple of substitutions. Trey Johnson back in, Christian Cantu in, and also Miles Bergens all re-enters for Trinity Christian. So the Pride will get it back, down 20-5 with 10:08 to go here in the first half.
Coach Nickel not happy with his bench there. He rated his bench over there.
When you're up 15, though, you can run guys in and out. Here's Williams. Now to Cyril Lewis with 15 to shoot. Angles right to Vilkowski. Purdue Northwest just cannot get anything going offensively. That shot blocked there by Trey Johnson. Here come the Trolls on the push, David. It's just been a tough night offensively for the Pride thus far.
It sure has. It's like they haven't found their rhythm at all in this game. It's only 5. Yeah, they've only scored 5 points, and it's 10.5 minutes to go in this half. They need to find their rhythm fast.
No doubt. To Cantu. Cantu with 7 seconds on the shot clock goes to Jockman. And we've got an armbar foul called against Purdue Northwest. It's going to be charged to Mike Williams, his first team one. And Torrance Johnson set to check in for Purdue Northwest. Also set to check in is Tyree Coe for the Pride. Again, if you're just joining us, Matt Bush, senior, not here tonight, the head coach of Purdue Northwest, at home, sick. That bug has been going around. So his son, Matty Bush, normally the assistant, slides over one chair tonight to take over the team. Now we've got a late whistle and a foul called. And that's just a bad call right there, late whistle. Not going to say it wasn't a foul, but the lateness of the whistle, as Torrance Johnson picks up the personal.
Yeah, the whole bench and the whole team in disgust there with that foul because that was very, very late.
I don't think anybody's disputing the fact that it was a foul. I think they're just disputing the lateness of the call.
because it's like play should have continued there, but instead they called the late whistle.
Trey Johnson, the senior out of Manteno, Illinois, hits number 1. Give him one more. Lead up to 16. That's the biggest of the night for Trinity Christian thus far. Number 2, no good, so he splits him. And the Pride get it back down 16. Here's Williams in the front court. Against that 2-3 matchup type zone as Chandler Spring fires and comes up wide left. Rebound by Cantu of TC.
Pride need to stop here.
Now Jockman shuffled his shoes. That's the 8th turnover in the first half. If you can say that Trinity Christian is struggling in one area of the game thus far, it's been turnovers. 8 miscues here, and we are just about halfway through, a little more than halfway through the first half.
But they aren't letting that get to them because they're still shooting the ball really well to start this game.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Shooting 55% thus far on the night. Tyree and the Pride working with the basketball. Tyree in the pink shoes takes it hard to the bucket. His floater up off the window, no good. It's going to stay with Purdue Northwest as Miles Bergens lost it out of bounds for Trinity Christian. So Mike Williams to trigger for Purdue Northwest. Finds Tyree near the circle. Inside Torrance. He'll reverse it up. Can't get it to drop. Battle underneath. Yep, he's fighting for it. He gets his own miss, puts it up and in. Good second and third effort right there by the big fella. Torrance Johnson, the leading scorer on this club at 15 plus per night. Cuts it down to a 14-point advantage for Trinity Christian with 8:20 to go here in the half. Johnson and Trinity Christian working with it in the blue uniforms. Here's Cantu. He'll take it. Now looking for a teammate. Looking, finds Bergens with 8 on the shot clock. Bergens to Cantu. Right corner, Jockman elevates, and he hits it.
Oh,
the rhythm of their offense, David Bork.
Yeah, they've been hitting that long-range shot all game long.
24-7. Purdue Northwest trails here with 7:45 to go in the half. Williams with a step back, no good. Johnson picks it up for Trinity Christian. Up ahead on the push to Bergens. He loses the handle. Track meet on. Here's Chandler, he loses it. Christian Cantu has it up ahead to Johnson, and he finishes with the flush. Points off the turnover. 7 turnovers of the night for Purdue Northwest, and at the other end, a foul now by Trey Johnson as he reaches around Torrance Johnson. That'll be the team 5th. His first for Johnson. Pride basketball. Duran Ivory back in for Purdue Northwest. Jai Wright gets a breather. Nope, check that, not Jai Wright. Who's coming out?
Mike Williams.
It's going to be Mike Williams. Pride down 19, the biggest lead of the night for Trinity Christian.
Pride need to find their rhythm.
No question. Here's Chandler, rolls it inside to Torrance. He'll muscle it up and in. That's a great move right there. Torrance had a chance to square up to the basket, David, where he got into the triple threat. When baseline gets the bucket, he's got 4.
Yeah, that was a nice basket. That was nice aggressiveness there by Torrance. They're able to try to drive the basket, trying to pick up the foul, trying to have as much attention as possible.
Jockman, the Gary native, no look good. The long board by Purdue Northwest.
But he has a lot of family in attendance.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Good ball movement by Purdue Northwest as Tyree takes it to the 10, drew the contact, and he shoots a pair. Ben Brinks in for Trinity Christian. So Tyree Coe to the stripe for Purdue Northwest. Tyree, a 62% free throw shooter on the season. He'll shoot 2 with the Pride trailing by a big margin here, 17-point lead, make it 16. Mike Williams back in for Purdue Northwest. Cyril Lewis in for Purdue Northwest as well.
Slowly fight into this lane.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Slowly fighting into this lead is the Pride.
Second shot is good by Tyree Coe. Trolls up 15, 6.5 to go here in the first half. Here's Balshunas. Now to Cantu. Good motion offense by Trinity Christian. And a whistle off the ball. What do we got? It's going to be Torrance Johnson with a shove in the back. That's his second.
Johnson got to be careful.
Team number 3. Cantu lobs off the inbound to Jonkman. Now to Bergens. He'll take it to the 10. Blocked and controlled by Torrance. Pushed up ahead to Chandler. Here come the Pride on the push. Tyree for 3. Yes, sir. That's what we need right there. Tyree Coe fires the triple. Down to 12 here with 6 minutes to play in the half.
They'll gain some momentum on our side because that was a big 3. Still need to get some baskets and need to get some stops.
Yeah, you need a stop right here. You got to get this under 10 here at the break.
Sure do.
Cantu now to Balshunas. Finding Bergens. They'll stop and pop. Drew the contact. Chandler Spring, the guilty party. So Chandler Spring picks up the foul. Number 1 for Spring, team 4. And Miles Bergens, the junior out of Bourbonnais, Illinois, to the stripe. The lefty shoots 2. Hits the first, give him 1 more. Jordan Perry back in for Trinity Christian. Pride trailed by as much as 13 just moments ago. Bergens hits them both. Jai Wright in now for Purdue Northwest. Torrance Johnson gets a breather with those 2 personal fouls. I would doubt David Bork if we see him for the rest of the half.
Yeah, well, those 2 fouls kind of hurt because it's early. It's still about 5.5 to go here in the first half. 2 quick fouls. You don't need that 3rd foul, especially going into the half.
Spring with the floater, and he gets it to drop. Chandler with the bucket. Down to 12, 5:20 to go in the half. Purdue Northwest needs to get back in this one. As we said, they got to be under 10 at the break.
Yeah, need to cut it to 10. That'll be a huge accomplishment, but it'll be nice to have more, but under 10 would be good.
Bergens looking inside, trying to find Perry. And a foul coming up against Purdue Northwest.
Probably doing a little too aggressive here along the ball, so.
Chandler Spring with his second, team number 5. And to the line goes Jordan Perry. He'll shoot 2. Purdue Northwest trying to get back to 500 overall. The Pride right now, as we said, 11-8 in the conference. In that logjam, a 3-way tie for the top spot in the conference. Big ball game going on tonight, as you mentioned, David. Holy Cross and Cal College.
Holy Cross now up 54-35 with about 15.5 to go in the game. Holy Cross is an hour ahead, so they started at 7 Eastern time instead of 7 Central time.
Pride with the basketball. In for Purdue Northwest is Caleb Brandon. Brandon wears number 13. He's the junior out of Lebanon. There's Michael Williams, left side of Tyree, directing traffic. Bergens all over him. Great defense by Trinity Christian with 7 to shoot. Tyree looking for a teammate. 3-shot, no good, out of the hands of Mike Williams. Controlled there by Bergens of Trinity Christian. A lot of one-and-dones tonight for Purdue Northwest offensively.
Yeah, they haven't been getting that many second chances. They need more second chances.
Jordan Perry picks up the offensive foul and the turnover. So the Pride will get back the basketball down 13, 4.5 to play.
Need a basket here. Definitely need a basket here. Get the ball back after the turnover, the foul, offensive foul. Need to get need a basket here.
Brannon, now to Tyree. To Cyril. with 7 to shoot. Pride need to get a shot off. Tyree fires it from the corner, and he drills in another triple.
It's a big shot.
Yes, it is.
Big time shot.
Down to 10. .347 to go in the first half. Balchunas, wide open three, and he gets it. That's the kind of night it's been there for Trinity Christian.
You get those little roll in like that. But Mike Williams was so close on that one, on that turnover.
Tyree. Now to Brandon, back to Tyree. He'll try the three again. Going to be short this time. Rebound by Jordan Perry.
Cole tried for his own miss. I'll try to get that second chance, but didn't get there in time.
Bergens elevates and cans for three.
After it was just a 10-point game, that's not good defense by the Pride. So you gave up 2 straight threes. It looked like they were getting momentum on their side.
Tyree to the bucket, drew the contact.
Foul number 32. And breaks. His second. Teammate.
So Tyree Coe to the line with 2:53 to go in the half. Misses the front end. It was 10 just moments ago. Now back to 16. Number 2 good. Lead 15 for Trinity Christian. The arrow points to Purdue Northwest, so if the Pride can get an opportunity here to get a shot late in the half, they'd get it back to begin the second half. Balchunas now to Bergens. 12 to shoot. Off the handoff, Bergens has it with 8 between the circles, takes the screen there from Brinks. The step back three on the way. There's an air ball.
It's going the other way.
Yep, Purdue Northwest gets it back.
Couple subs for Trinity Christian. Zach Ostel and Aaron Johnson back in for the Trolls. So Pride look to get a basket here after getting the stop on the last possession.
Tyree has the basketball with 2:10 to play here in the half. Brandon off the back door cut, and the reverse layup is good. So the Lebanon, Indiana native with the bucket, his first 2 of the night.
Nice
look.
Down
to 13.
That was a nice look by the Pride. They saw Brandon right there all alone in the paint. Decided to bush it in. He's fouled. It's Aaron Johnson. Ty Wright with the foul, his first, team foul number 6 of the half. Correction.
Balchunas, baseline left, set the trigger for Trinity Christian, and off the inbound. Jordan Perry slips behind and gets the bucket.
Pride haven't done a really good job here in the first half, playing some defense. They needed some much needed stops, but they haven't been able to get them.
Tyree to the bucket with the floater, and he gets the nice roll and the bucket. Had himself a nice first half, leading Purdue Northwest down to 13. The lead for Trinity Christian with 80 seconds left in the half. Balchunas looking for a teammate. Lobs it inside to Ostel. The big fella backs in, loses the handle. Again, finds Balchunas with 9. He'll take it into the lane, uses the window and gets it to drop. So Balchunas ups it back to 15 with under 1 minute to go in the half. Pride with an abysmal start had 7 points through the first 10 minutes of action.
And they picked it up as of late, but they still need to pick it up still or not.
Problem is the start dictates the finish a lot of times, and a bad start for Purdue Northwest thus far.
Yes, indeed.
Team 9.
Aaron Johnson picks up his first personal. the Holland, Michigan native.
Code to the line. Shooting.
Tyree to the line to shoot the bonus. Short on the front end with 37 seconds left. The Pride will get one more possession, and they're scheduled to get the basketball to begin the half. Here's ball Shunis. Ten seconds on the shot clock, about an 8-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Balshunas with 5. Again, the floater, no good. Perry with a putback. Can't get it to drop. There's Williams on the push for Purdue Northwest. Mike with 4, right corner. 3 at the horn, going to be too strong. And that will do it for the first half of action. So we're halfway home in this one from the Dworkin Center in Westville. At Trinity Christian 39, Purdue Northwest 24. Back to recap the first half after this. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball from the Pride Sports Network. Back at the Dworkin Center here at the break, it's Trinity Christian 39, Purdue Northwest 24 with David Bork. My name is Brian Jennings. Thanks for tuning in. David, your thoughts on the first half?
We haven't shot the ball very well. We need to shoot the ball. They need to shoot the ball better here in the second half. It hasn't been a good shooting night for the Pride so far. But Trinity Christian, on the other hand, they have shot the ball really well. They shot the ball at 52% in the first half, while we've only shot it at 31%. Need to do a way better job shooting and taking care of the basketball.
Right.
We've been like sloppy with the basketball, driving to the lane and losing the basketball so much. Need to take care of the basketball.
Tyree Coe has 11 points to lead Purdue Northwest, while Wasis Balshunas has 11 points as well from Trinity Christian. You know, you mentioned 30% free throw shooting. I should say 30% shooting from the floor in the first half. But the start for Purdue Northwest probably just didn't come out with any energy.
Yeah, 7 points in the first 10 minutes. That's
Right.
not very good if you're the Pride, and that's not going to win you many ball games as well. If you're going to shoot that well, start that poor to start the game, it's not going to bode well for you at the end of the game.
David, if you're Coach Bush, what do you tell your club in the halftime locker room?
It's like, take care of the basketball more. I would tell them to take care of the basketball more, get some better looks, and play some better defense. But yeah, have some open looks and try to nail some baskets. It's like it's only halftime, still 20 minutes left to go in this game. It could still come back, but still take care of the basketball and shoot the ball better.
Purdue down 39-24 at the break, and on the other side of this break, we'll be back with the second half. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball here from the Pride Sports Network. Purdue Northwest basketball to begin the second half. Both clubs on the floor with their original starting five. For Purdue Northwest, it's Chandler Spring, Cyril Lewis, Mike Williams, Tyree Coe, and Torrance Johnson. While Trinity Christian counters with Wasis Balshunas, Trey Johnson, Caleb Jonkman, Miles Bergens, and Jordan Perry. And we've got a whistle immediately off the ball. And shot clock malfunction. 3 seconds into the half, but only 2 seconds went on the shot clock. So they wanted to get it figured out. So the Pride have the basketball, down 15 here to begin the second half. David, as you said, the Pride need to get better shot selection as Chandler fires the three, no good. Bergen's on the push for Trinity Christian. He had himself a nice first half.
Yeah, he sure did. He did really well in the first half.
There's Balshunas. Now to Perry, traveling, no call. Looking for Bergens, they throw it out of bounds. 10 turnovers on the night for the Trolls.
Yeah, both teams not taking care of the basketball very well. But yeah, you see the Trolls are leading by 15 in this ball game, but they've turned the ball over 10 times.
Because of 50% field goal shooting and 58% three-point shooting. Runner no good.
Got to hit that basket.
Yep, Balshunas controls for Trinity Christian. Here's Perry. Perry tied up. The arrow's going to give it back to Trinity Christian with 19 to shoot.
Called it tied up, but it looked really close to a travel there.
Perry off the inbound. Left hand move, no good. Stays with the blue and white of Trinity Christian. The start for Trinity Christian, folks, is the reason why we're at this point. Purdue Northwest had only 5 points through the first 11 minutes of the first half. And on the tie-up, it's going to go back to Purdue Northwest. Lewis with the basketball for Purdue Northwest. Finds Tyree Coe. Tyree had 11 points in the first half to lead the Pride. Cyril trying to find Torrance Johnson inside. Torrance had himself a tough first half, David Bork. Torrance.
Yes, he sure did, but you can't let that discourage you. It's only the first half. You still have a whole ball game left to play here in the second half. So
lead down to 13 for Trinity Christian. Pride still in it. Long way to go. Backdoor cut. Bergens gets it to drop. How about the look there from Trey Johnson?
Yeah, that was a very good look, and he saw the opening and decided to take the shot. He knew he was going to hit it.
Cyril with a scoop move, and he gets it to fall.
Nice job by Lewis there. Saw the hole in the defense, was able to drive and put it up with his left hand. It was offhand.
Cyril Lewis now on the evening with his first two of the night. Lead 13 for Trinity Christian. Balshunas and company have the basketball off the two-man game. Johnson, who loses the handle, gets it back and gets it to drop.
Really good stop. Pride needed to stop there, but they were lacking on defense there.
They're getting every break and every loose ball. Mike Williams to the line. Are they going to say the foul occurred on the floor? They're going to say it was on the floor, so the Pride will get it back. We'll reset the shot clock. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Pride down 15. Off the inbound. Deflected. Stays with PNW. Williams again off the inbound, finds Chandler. Little half hook is up and good. Nice little catch and shoot right there by Spring. Lost it momentarily, David, but regained it and gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was a nice rebound there by Spring there, able to put it back in.
13-point Trinity Christian lead. Trey Johnson to the line after the foul. He'll shoot two. Personal going to go to Mike Williams.
Williams not very happy with that call there.
Number 2 for Mike Williams, team 1 here in the half, as Johnson, the senior out of Manteno, Illinois, to the stripe. Johnson had 3 points in the first half. 1 out of 2 from the stripe, misses the front end of this one. He'll get 1 more. Pride on the road at Governor State this weekend for the final home game of the regular season. Tournament starts next week. Purdue Northwest, David, with a chance to host a home game.
Yeah, that would be huge. It's like they just need to take care of business the next 2 games.
Off to a tough start here tonight. And a reach-in foul against Trinity Christian. And it's going to be Wasis Balshunas. Balshunas with his 3rd. That's a big foul right there for Trinity Christian. Let's see if they go to their bench. Williams looking for a teammate off the inbound, gets it to Torrance in the lane, no good. Volleyball around, Balshunas has it. Here comes TC on the push. Right side, Jonkman. Threw it 3 rows up. 11 miscues now for Trinity Christian. Gives it back to Purdue Northwest. And a 30-second timeout taken by the Trolls of Trinity Christian. Let's keep it right here. Don't forget, this weekend, final regular season game against Governor State on the road. Tournament starts next week. The men have an opportunity to host the first-round home game, depending on how things go from here on out. The women as well in a position to host as well. Big victory for them this afternoon.
Yeah, that was a big victory. It was kind of scary, though, towards the end of the game as Trinity Christian tried to come back a little bit. But the Pride able to hold off a pesky Trinity Christian Troll team. They were right there in the game, but they pulled it off in the end.
So Tom Medjugorje's club with another victory this afternoon. Here with 16:47 to go in the ball game. TC up 44-30. And David, you look at the numbers. Purdue Northwest shooting it a little bit better here early on in the first part of this second half, shooting 3 of 6 or 50%, 2 of 3 for 67% from Trinity Christian. But here's the kicker for Trinity Christian. They've had 4 turnovers thus far here to begin the second half, and that's really given Purdue Northwest an opportunity to get back in this one.
Yeah, it definitely has, but the Pride need to take advantage of those turnovers. They have 9 points on turnovers, but they should have much more than that, as it seems like they've only scored 3 times off those turnovers. Off those 3 of those turnovers, you need to capitalize more off those turnovers.
Purdue Northwest has not led since we tossed it up. It's been all Trinity Christian. After the timeout, black and gold basketball. Straight man-to-man now by Trinity Christian as they show the trap and then they drop back into that man. There's Tyree. Now to Lewis. Inside looking for Johnson. The turnover by the Pride. That's their 7th. Bergen's on the push. Left side, Balshunas. Too strong. Battled on the weak side. Still battling as Jordan Perry has it. He loses it. Right corner to Jonkman. His jumper is short.
Nice job by Lewis. He didn't get the rebound fully. He couldn't because he lost his footing, but he was able to pass it ahead.
Tyree with a baseline drive, up and good. Tyree Cole, give him 13 here on the night. Lead down to 12, David.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Cole. Never gave up with it. He went up and in. He was driving to the basket, went up and made the basket.
Balshunas looks inside, finds Johnson. His step out 3 is no good. And the ball picked out of there by Purdue Northwest.
The scoreboard update, Holy Cross leads Cal College 85-65 with 3.5 minutes to go.
So it looks like Holy Cross will pick up the W tonight.
Pride need a win here today, as they were tied with Cal College, but now Cal College sitting half game back between the 2 teams of St. Francis and the Pride.
Lewis can't get it to drop. A loose ball foul coming up. It's going to be Cyril Lewis picking up his first personal, team 2. Trinity Christian, folks, had a 19-point lead at the 7-minute mark of the first half. Pride down 12 here currently with 15-14 left in the ball game.
And St. Francis leads Olivet at the half, 49-42. So
Ball Shunas up off the window, drew the contact and shoots two. So St. Francis up, Holy Cross up, and the Pride in a tough spot right here.
they need to clamp down on defense and stick some better defense, and then make some shots here down the stretch.
Ball Shunas hits the first free throw he has shot tonight, give him 12 points on the night. Ben Brinks in now, the junior out of Hudsonville, Michigan, for Trinity Christian. Brinks in the first half saw 9 minutes of action. Didn't score, but had 5 boards. Number 2 by the lefty is good. Christian Cantu now in for Trinity Christian. It's back to 14, the lead for Trinity Christian. Trinity Christian, 11-16 overall, 6-13 in the conference. Trying to throw a monkey wrench in things for Purdue Northwest. With 14 to shoot, Cyril forces the 3, no good. Battled and controlled by the Pride inside Torrance, and he gets it to drop.
Nice shot by Torrance, getting the second chance points there. The Pride have struggled with second chance points all day today. They were able to get that one with Torrance Johnson.
Johnson with 6 here on the night. Cantu finds Bergens. With 12 to shoot, Bergens forces his way into the lane. Shot is too strong. Perry's put back. No good, but he drew the foul.
They need to stick some better defense there and need to grab that rebound instead of fouling there, trying to, with the loose ball foul there, they're trying to grab the rebound. But
so Perry's to the stripe. Was 1 for 2 from the line in the first half, had 9 points, 5 boards. To go along with a couple of assists, he hits number 1. Back to a baker's dozen. Perry, the Park Forest, Illinois native, hits them both. And the senior makes it a 14-point advantage. Clock rolls, 14-13 left in the ball game. Torrance Johnson, David, who's really struggled tonight. And you've got to give all the credit in the world to Trinity Christian defensively. Leading scorer on the club right there gets the offensive board. Cantu gets the foul. He just has not been able to get free tonight in the post.
yeah, he has struggled in the inside post all day long. It's like you normally see Torrance Johnson picking up double doubles, but he's struggled a lot today because they've been putting the height on him all day in the inside. So
Zach Austell checks back in for TC. Off the inbound, loose underneath. And the Pride come out of there with the loose ball.
that was a nice job by the Pride,
Yes, sir,
able to
good effort. Chandler to the bucket, his floater short. And an offensive foul against Chandler Spring.
Spring not liking that call very much.
Now the officials are going to talk. Technical foul? Okay. So a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Coach Matt Bush with 13:48 left in the ballgame. David Bork will keep it right here with the Pride down 14. I'd like to welcome in our viewers on the Facebook page from WJOB. Alongside David Bork and our entire production crew, my name is Brian Jennings. Final home game of the regular season for Purdue Northwest men's and women's basketball. The women with a hard-fought victory tonight over Trinity Christian. The men here down 14, folks, with 13:48 left in this one, David.
Yeah, the men really want another home game, either here or in Hammond. They want another home game, either for the postseason, because they know what's on the line here. They know what's at stake, so they need to really pull off a big victory here. Still early in this ball game. Still lots of time left to be played. They need to pull off a victory.
Got to get a stop. You get back in the ball game on the defensive end and try to get to the line and stop the clock. Purdue Northwest from the line tonight, only 4 of 7. Have not been able to get to the bucket. After the timeout, Trinity Christian basketball. Here's Cantu. Finding Bergens. Trinity Christian having a hard time turning the corner. as the Pride take away that perimeter game. Inside, they get it there to Austell. His half hook, too strong. Jai Wright, who's checked in, has it for Purdue Northwest. Spring. Now to Mike Williams. Jitterbugs into the lane. Contact and a foul going to be charged to Zach Austell of Trinity Christian. And it'll be Williams to the line to shoot two. Check it. They're going to give it to Ben Brinks. Brinks with his 13-4. So Williams shoots two. Mike Williams tonight, 2 points on the evening. First free throws for him tonight. And he hits the first. Give him one more. Nice crowd on hand here for this one.
Yeah, last home game of the season. It's a good crowd.
Yeah, a lot of students here. A lot of student athletes were here tonight. The second one is up and good.
It's a 12-point game, only 13 and a quarter left.
Still plenty of time in this one. Here's Cantu on the push, hounded there by Mike Williams.
Williams playing some good defense there.
Now to Bergens with 19 to shoot. Bergens with a stop and pop. That's too strong. Tap up and good. I like this Ben Brinks kid. He gets the bucket. Back to 14. He's been the difference tonight.
Yeah, he's done really well tonight, Brinks. It's been an absolute force.
Tyree with 12 to shoot, hands it off to Chandler. He'll elevate for three, and he cans it. Got his feet set. So the sharpshooter out of Covington, Indiana, cuts it down to 11, the lead for Trinity Christian. And the Trolls nearly throw it away. Ball loose. Chandler has it. Spring and company on the push. He'll stop. He'll pop, and it'll drop. Timeout. Trinity Christian as the Pride trail by 8 with 12:18 to go in the ball game. Purdue Northwest with back-to-back bombs from Chandler Spring, once trailed by 19, is now down to 8. Let's take a full timeout. Back after this, you're watching the Pride Sports Network. So Chandler Spring has brought the Pride within 8 with 12:18 left in the ball game. David Bork on a back-to-back three-point bombs from the sophomore out of Covington, Indiana.
Yeah, he's placed his feet really well. Pride have been getting those huge turnovers. So need to get a few more stops here. Still way too early in this ball game. It's only an 8-point game now. After we talked about the slow start after only scoring 5 points in the first 10 minutes, Pride have whirled back.
After the timeout, Trinity Christian basketball. Ball Shunis fouled in the backcourt by Tyree Cove.
Bench not liking that call very much.
Neither is Tyree. He needs to get away from the official. Get away. Still plenty of time. You don't need a cheap foul right there and then a technical.
Yeah, you don't definitely need that because that would have been 7 fouls and they would have been shooting and the ball.
Yeah, we still got 12 minutes left in the ball game, and they've already got an opportunity with the next foul against Purdue Northwest to go to the line for the bonus. That's the difference right here.
Sure is. So you got to keep under control. It's still early in the game.
Aaron
A lot can
Johnson
happen.
for three, no good. Cyril with the board and the push for the Pride. Off the handoff now finds Mike. Now Tyree. Crossover to the cup on the way up. A foul going to be charged to Trinity Christian. Tyree found the seam. David went to the bucket, drew the contact.
Sure did. That was a great job of the Pride.
Aaron Johnson, that is his second. Team fifth.
Off the inbound, Pride basketball. Poked out of bounds, going to go back to Trinity Christian.
Pride need to stop here.
Here's Johnson. Comes front court. Now to Balshunas.
As we have a final score update, Holy Cross defeats Cal College 92-69.
Inside, Austell with the bucket. Back to 10.
So this is a big game right here for the Pride.
So Holy Cross hammers Cal College tonight as Mike Williams hits the fall away, Jay. Timeout taken there by Coach Matt Bush and company. It's a full timeout. We will take it as well. Back after this, you're watching the Pride Sports Network. After the timeout, 11:07 left in the ball game. Lead back down to 8 once again for Trinity Christian. And Purdue Northwest with an opportunity, David Bork, to get back into this one, but they're going to have to do it on the defensive end of the floor. And the problem is for Purdue Northwest, 16 fouls, and we're not even at the halfway mark of the second half.
Yeah, exactly right. It's not a good sign because next foul, they'll be shooting free throws. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Here's Johnson off the weave, now to Balshunas. Left corner, Austell.
Nice job by Cole.
By Tyree. Tyree to the bucket, layup up and in. He's fouled and it counts. So Tyree go to the line with a chance at the three-point opportunity.
They're right back in it.
Quick substitution. Miles Bergen's back in for Trinity Christian. Also back in is Caleb Jonkman. Lead down to 6 with a chance to cut it to as much as 5 if Tyree can finish the three-point play. Tyree comes up short, Perry.
It's pretty much a big miss, but you need to grab that rebound. That rebound's even a bigger miss.
Perry on the push, up ahead for Trinity Christian. You can see the intensity for Purdue Northwest through the roof now. Lacked that energy early on, but here they have it. Down 6 with 10:24 to go. Inside to Perry, the catch and shoot, no good. Weak side board, Williams. Here's Mike and Purdue Northwest with numbers if they hurry. Now to Chandler. Chandler, jump pass looking inside for Cyril. Kick out pass to Mike, wide open 3, no good.
Nice rebound there by Lewis. Lewis had a nice placement there on the ball.
There's Chandler. He'll turn the corner, takes it to the bucket, and a reach-in foul.
On the floor, but he'll should go to the line. 1-and-1. Spring, who's a great free throw shooter. Well, best one on the team, 74%. So I wouldn't say great, but.
So Spring to the stripe for Purdue Northwest. First shot good.
These are huge free throws by Chandler Spring. Trying to cut into this deficit even more.
Down to 5.
It's a huge free throw.
Still plenty of time. Just under the midway point of the second half. Make the deficit 4 for Purdue Northwest. Chandler Spring hits them both. 52-48, 9:49 left in the contest. Balchunas to the timeline, hounded there by Mike Williams. I thought we had a travel. Instead, Cyril Lewis picks up the foul. Thought we had a drag of the pivot foot and a travel.
That was like really close. They could have went either way, but it's one of those calls that you're never not sure. It can go either way.
Both clubs in the bonus. Jordan Perry shoots 1-1 for Purdue Northwest.
It's a huge free throw. I mean,
yes, it is. They all are from here on out. Perry hits number 1. Second one. No good. And a clear out foul against Trinity Christian. And it's going to be Trey Johnson. Number 3 for Johnson, teammate, will walk down to the other end, and Jai Wright shoots one of the bonus. Lucas Vilkovsky set to check in for Purdue Northwest as Jai Wright hits number 1.
Nice make there by J.I. Wright. So has another one. Make it a one-possession game with this make.
Wright gets one more. And it's good. As David Bork mentions, it's a one-possession game, 53-50. Trinity Christian on top, working with a basketball. Balchunas to the timeline. Backdoor cut, Perry gets the bucket. Give Johnson the credit on the great look. Lead back to 5. Tyree for 3, that's gonna be wide right.
Needed that rebound there.
Pushed up ahead. Jonkman has it, he'll fire it, no good. Johnny on the spot, Jordan Perry gets the rebound and the putback and the bucket. Back to 7 with 9 minutes to play in the game, and that's just been the way it's been all night for Purdue Northwest. They just have not been able to get the 50-50 ball. Reach in foul in the front court against Balchunas. That'll be his 4th, I believe. Team number 9. He's the playmaker for this club, so if he's out of the game, that's a problem for Trinity Christian as Christian Cantu comes in. Williams to the line. Number 1 on the way. Perry with the board. Got to hit the freebies, especially with the clock stopped, down 7.
Yeah, you got to make those. It's one in the bonus.
Here's Cantu. Now to Bergens. Mike Williams called for the foul. So Williams gets the foul, team number 8. And Trey Johnson to the stripe. Brandon Corey, the freshman out of Lowell, Indiana, sees his first action tonight for Purdue Northwest with 8:42 to go in the contest. Johnson hits the first. And the second. Back to 8. 8-4, check that, make it 9. 8:39 left in the ball game. 59-50, Trinity Christian on top over Purdue Northwest. Still plenty of time, no reason to push the panic button, but a turnover by Purdue Northwest. Can't give it back to him that quickly, got to get a shot.
Yeah, you got to take your time. You still have a whole big shot clock. You can take your time.
Corey hounding Cantu in the front court. Now comes Christian Cantu. Now to Miles Bergens. Bergens finds Jonkman. Lob inside, looking for Perry. Stolen away. Here come the Pride in flight. Cyril to the cup. Fingertip roll, no good. Put back by Wright, not there. Battled underneath. Lewis with a putback. Blocked there by Johnson. Still loose and controlled by Trinity Christian. There's Bergens.
That was huge there.
To Jonkman. He'll head to the line. So Tyree Coe picks up his second, team number 9. Clock stops on the foul with 7:52 left in the game. And Caleb Jonkman, the junior out of Gary, shoots 2. Torrance Johnson set to check in for Purdue Northwest. Jonkman misses number 1. Here's TJ set to check in. Number 2 by Jonkman, good, so he splits it. 60-50, under 8 to play.
Need the basket here for the Pride.
There's Brandon Corey. Brandon with a baseline drive. Inside to Torrance, gets the shot off. They're going to wave it off. They're going to say a foul occurred on the floor. And it will be Christian Cantu being charged.
Bench looking for that N1 because it looked like there's contact there while he was going up with the basket, but he'll have to earn him at the stripe.
Torrance hits number 1. Hits them both. Back down to 8, the advantage for Trinity Christian. Now full court pressure, we need a stop, David.
Yes, we sure do. Don't need a foul either because they'll be hitting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Perry with the bucket. Back to 10. 7:19 left in the game. Trey Johnson picks up the foul for Trinity Christian. Number 4 for him set to check in is Ben Brinks. Johnson shoots a pair. Team 10th, so for Purdue Northwest, they'll be in the double bonus from here on out as Torrance hits the first. Torrance hits them both. It's been a problem for him this season from the line, but he's done well tonight. Here's Cantu looking for Brinks. Left corner wide open, 3 from Jonkman is short. Cantu with the offensive board. Shot blocked. Here come the Pride. Chandler to the bucket. His floater. And it's going to go back to Trinity Christian. That's just a bit out of control right there.
Yeah, he just went a little too wild there. He's been a little too aggressive. I think he was looking for a pass there. I don't know if he was trying to shoot it there.
Got caught in the air.
Too much hang time.
Off the turnover. Tyree and company with a basketball. There's Corey. Inside looking for Torrance. Had the seat pulled out from underneath him by Ben Brinks. All the way to the glass goes Perry. Shot is no good. Whistle, and what do we got? It's going to be a foul against Cyril Lewis of Purdue Northwest. Number 4 for Lewis. Lucas Volkovsky set to check in for Purdue Northwest as Jordan Perry to the line to shoot a pair. Pride down 8, 6 and change left in the game. Perry gets one more opportunity. And he misses that one as well. Rebound by Chandler.
So 2 key misses.
Tyree, too strong for 3. Vilkowski on the weak side had it. It's going back to Trinity Christian. I think that's a good call. Jonkman for 3. How about that?
Wow.
Saves it to Cantu, who catches it in stride, gets it back to Jonkman, and he buries it.
That was a huge 3.
Yeah, the
That
region
might
kid
just do it.
with the big bomb right there. Back to 12. Spring for the equalizer. That's too strong. Chandler Spring with a reach-in foul. With 5:40 to go, down 12. Bergens to the line to shoot 2. A loss tonight for Purdue Northwest might take them out of contention for a home game in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that's. Well, college lost, but both teams all tied for that top spot in the South.
Michael Williams back in for Brandon Cord.
With Olivet up by 5 on St. Francis with 3 minutes to go. Looks like it might be another 3-way tie, maybe.
That's where it'll get interesting. Lead 14 with 5:39 left.
Cal
in the
College
ballgame.
did defeat St. Francis both times this year, but we split with both programs, so it'll be interesting to see what the other tiebreaker is. I do not know that on top of my head.
Michael finds Torrance and he gets the layup. So Johnson with the bucket, back to 12, 5:17 remaining in the ballgame. Pride again need a stop right here. They don't need to foul. Right now, both clubs in the double bonus.
I need some stops here. Anything can happen, but you really need some stops here.
Perry elevates for 3, no good. Johnson with the board. He is rolled up by Brinks. Torrance will shoot 2. Number 4 for Ben Brinks.
Torrance Johnson to the line, shooting 2.
Johnson hits the first. Timeout on the floor. We'll join him with 4:58 left in the ball game. It's an 11-point Trinity Christian lead. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball from the Pride Sports Network. Purdue Northwest trails 68-57 with 4:58 left in the ball game. The Pride tonight, folks, 19 of 53 for 36% from the floor. From behind the arc, David Bork, 4 of 21 for 19%. Been a tough night shooting for Purdue Northwest.
Yeah, all night long. It's not been very good from the three-point line, as they're normally a really good three-point shooting team. So they haven't been able to hit that big basket that they needed.
Torrance hits number 2. He's got 14 on the night. Right in for Purdue Northwest. Torrance will get a breather. Matty Bush, coaching here this ball game tonight. His dad, Matt Bush, under the weather, not here with the club this evening. Here's Balchunas with 4 personal fouls back in, hounded there by Brandon Corey for Purdue Northwest with under 5 minutes to go in the game. Inside, bounce pass to Perry. Shot blocked out of bounds by Wright. So with 14 to shoot, Trinity Christian will hang on to it.
Nice job by there, J.I. Wright there. Slow the ball and deflect. Trying to get the ball back, trying to get the block.
Balchunas off the inbound, finds Perry. Oh, a blocking foul called. Wow. And they're going to give him the shot. That's horrible.
Wow,
No
the whole crowd and the whole bench, they're livid with that.
There's just no other way to say it. Now the officials are going to talk about it.
They overturned this call because of that.
They're not going to overturn it. It's going to be a block. It's just whether or not the shot will count. I don't know how it's even a block, but I see things through a black and gold set of glasses. Okay, so no basket and 2-shot foul.
Wow, that's a terrible bad call.
So Perry to the line. He'll shoot a pair. Lead down to 10, 4:37 to go in the ball game for Trinity Christian. Back to 11. Line change for Purdue Northwest. Chandler Spring, Mike Williams, Torrance Johnson, and now Cyril Lewis checking for the Pride.
Got to get some shooters out there.
Second shot is good. Back to 12. There's Mike to the bucket and a blocking foul. So Williams will shoot 2. Both clubs just attacking the basket right now.
Yeah, both teams trying to be really aggressive, trying to get those and ones, trying to get them extra points as much as possible. It's 5 fouls. Ben Brinks. Big man fouls out.
If you're wondering, the regular season winner of both the North and the Southern divisions of the conference receive automatic bids to the NAIA Division II National Championship, with the third bid going to the CCAC Tournament Champion. So if the tournament champion runner-up are one of the divisional champions, the next automatic bid would go to the 3rd overall seed in the tournament. So a little bit of a complicated situation right here for Purdue Northwest. Calumet College lost tonight. Do we have a final on that St. Francis?
Right now, Olivet is leading 86-83 with 53 ticks left. So
Cal College loses. St. Francis on the verge of losing. Tough situation right here for Purdue Northwest. Everybody could be in a very strange situation within the next hour in terms of the standings and the seeding for the tournament. One regular season game to go this weekend. Purdue Northwest travels to Governor State. Inside Johnson for Perry, had it ripped away. There's Tyree on the push. Now to Michael. .14 to shoot. Tyree left corner. 3 on the way. Yes, sir! 3-point shot. Caleb Brannon dials it up.
It's not over yet.
70-62, 3:47 left in the game. It's a full timeout, and we will join them back after this. You're watching Purdue Northwest basketball from the Pride Sports Network. 3:47 left in the ball game, folks. We got a good one. Things have locked up a little bit. 70-62 Purdue Northwest on the short end of this one. However, Trinity Christian basketball, David Bork, Pride down 19 at one point midway through that first half, have closed it down to 8 here with 3:47 to go.
Still lots of time left. Pride can need to have some stops here. Both teams in the bonus can't foul here.
Balshunas works one-on-one against Brandon Corey of Purdue Northwest. Balshunas playing with 4 personal fouls.
Johnson, be careful.
Traveling violation. Yep, he sure did. 18 turnovers now for Trinity Christian. Here comes the line change. Offense for defense substitution. Spring, Johnson, Williams, and Cyril Lewis for Purdue Northwest. They join Tyree Coe. Torrance has it for the Pride, off the handoff, gets it to Chandler. Inside Torrance, reverse layup is up and good. Nice little move inside, got caught on the left side, went with the right hand, got the bucket, and a near steal by Purdue Northwest. Again, here's the offense for defense substitution.
Are they trying to throw Trinity Christian off a little bit?
Well, what you're doing is you're bringing in guys that have fouls.
There's always a strategy for everything.
Coach Matt Bush not here tonight. His son Matty Bush coaching the club. Down 6 with 3:21 to go. Still an eternity left in this one.
Definitely lots of time left. There's still lots of basketball left.
Offensive foul. Balshunas has fouled out of the ball game. 19 turnovers. And the Pride once again make the substitution. So the 5th foul for Wasis Balshunas, so he'll check out of this one. Down 19 at one point with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Pride down 6 with a chance to cut into it.
They don't desperately need a 3 here. They just need a basket of some sort.
Stay in control, still plenty of time. Torrance to the bucket, had it blocked. Fouls up his own miss, gets it to drop. Down 4, 3 to play. There's Perry.
Need to stop here.
Lob up ahead, Johnson, and he buries it home.
Wow.
Trinity Christian has some players.
Yeah, they sure do. They came to play today, and they just haven't looked back.
Chandler for 3, that's too strong. Lewis with a loose ball foul for Purdue Northwest.
That's 5.
That'll be 5 on Cyril Lewis. So with 2:38 to play, to the stripe goes Trey Johnson for Trinity Christian. Caleb Brandon checks in for Purdue Northwest. Johnson shoots 2. Yes, sir. Misses number 1.
Hey, box out.
And he splits it. Back to 7. Pride working with it. 2:29 to go. Inside Torrance, layup good.
Torrance Johnson being really strong here down the stretch. It's a good sign.
That's what you expect from your big fella. Johnson averaged 16 points a game. He's above his average tonight, but he's had to work for it.
Sure has. Working really aggressive inside. Punting inside, not giving up on the ball.
Cantu with the basketball, hounded there by Tyree Coe. Wasis Balshunas, the point guard for Trinity Christian, is fouled out. Here's Perry.
Got away with that one there.
Cantu loses the footing. On top to Jonkman. A big foul right there. Wow. Timeout taken by Trinity Christian. The 30-second timeout. Taken by Trinity Christian. So the Gary, Indiana native coming back home to the region, and he puts a dagger in the heart of Purdue Northwest with a big one right there. Back to 8. 76-68 with 1:54 to go.
That was a huge shot that right there.
Jonkman tonight, folks, coming back home, now in double figures. He's got 10 on the night, including a couple of big threes.
Yeah, those huge threes come back and fight you because that was a good look.
Still time left in this one. 1:54 to go. Both clubs in the double bonus. A little surprised there. I was going to say, I'm a little surprised Trinity Christian's not picking up full court man. Williams to the bucket. Reverse layup is good. He gets the hoop and the harm, and Mike Williams shoots one. Trey Johnson with the personal. That'll be number 5 for Johnson.
That's his 5th.
So Mike Williams gets one.
Huge free throw. Need to make it. He misses the free throw. Needed that rebound, and they didn't get the rebound either.
Lead is 6 for Trinity Christian with 1:40 to go in the game. Trinity Christian going to run some clock here. Still plenty of time. Shot clock at 15. Perry with the bucket. At the other end, Coe can't get it to fall. Rebound underneath by Austell of Trinity Christian, but stolen by Tyree off to Jai Wright. He gets the bucket. 78-72. Again, there's the full court pressure with 1:10 to go. Caleb Brandon with the foul for Purdue Northwest, sending Perry to the line. Perry shoots 2 with 1:07 left and a 6-point lead for Trinity Christian.
These are some huge free throws. Pride needs some misses here. Need a few misses here. This one's
First
up,
one
it's good.
Yep. 79-72.
Makes the second.
Back to 8. Chandler for 3, going to be short.
Needed that rebound.
With the board. And he's fouled in the backcourt by Caleb Brandon with 57.4 seconds left in the contest. So Bergen's back to the stripe with a chance to up it to a double-figure lead as if he can hit both free throws. It's up to 9. No good on number 2. Chance for the Pride to get back in it. Mike to the bucket. His floater up off the window is good. 81-74. And Bergens will go to the line after being fouled by Purdue Northwest. It's going to be Tyree Coe with a foul. Number 3 for him. So back to the stripe goes Miles Bergens. And he misses the front end. Purdue Northwest with no timeouts remaining.
Gotta hurry.
There's Tyree in the front court. Probably need a bucket in a hurry. Right.
They're taking forever.
Can't get a shot off as Trinity defends the perimeter. 3 no good from Wright. Tap not there. Rebound by Perry of Trinity Christian. 24.5 seconds left. Got to give Trinity Christian credit. They're defending the perimeter.
Yeah, they've done a really good job defending the perimeter. They know that's the outside shot is the Pride's ball game. So
Jordan Perry back to the stripe. Leads 7, but he's got a chance to add. Hits the first. One more regular season game left for Purdue Northwest. That'll be Saturday afternoon on the road at Governors State. That'll be to end the regular season. Offensive foul against the Pride. Player control foul, so no free throws will be awarded as Mike Williams picks up the personal. That'll be his 5th. So with 19.2 seconds left, it's a 9-point lead for Trinity Christian. The shot clock will be shut off, David.
yes, it sure will. And game's right about over at this point.
Jockman fouled in the backcourt. Caleb Brandon picks up the personal.
That's his 3rd.
So Jockman will head to the stripe. Caleb Jockman hits the first.
We'll have one more.
84-74. It was 19 at the 7-minute mark of the first half. Pride got back in it, but in the end, David Bork, too much Trinity Christian.
Yeah, they were just too much. Haven't played some good defense on the perimeter, avoiding the Pride to have some open looks for 3.
As Corey can't get it to fall. And Jockman gets fouled.
And they'll just about do it.
So with just under 5 seconds left, Caleb Jockman walks down to the other end. Again, he'll shoot free throws here, and it's all but elementary, folks, as Trinity Christian will head back home with a W.
It's a big game. Big game for the Pride is, yeah, St. Francis just went down tonight to Olivet, and K-May College fell to Holy Cross.
87-74. As Spring fires it from just inside half court, and that's going to do it, David Bork. Final score tonight, Trinity Christian 87, Purdue Northwest 74. With a victory, Trinity Christian raises their mark to 12-16. 7-13 in the conference, and for Purdue Northwest, they dropped to 13-15 and 11-9 in the CCAC. So that's going to do it here from the Dworkin Center in Westville. Final score for the final time, it was Trinity Christian 87, Purdue Northwest 74. This has been a production of Purdue Northwest Athletics in conjunction with WJOB. For David Bork and our entire production crew, my name is Brian Jennings saying so long and thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Purdue Northwest Basketball from the Pride Sports Network.